In a village in La Mancha, whose name I prefer not to recall, there lived not long ago a member of the petty country nobility who always has a lance in the rack, an ancient shield, a skinny nag, and a greyhound for coursing. Our gentleman was verging on 50. He had a tough constitution, and there wasn't an ounce of fat on him. His face was gaunt. He liked to get up early, and he was a keen hunter. They say his surname was Quixote or Quixote. There's some disagreement about this among the authors who have written on the subject. For the purposes of our story, it doesn't really matter. The main thing is that our narrative should not depart an inch from the truth. The fact is, then, that the said petty nobleman spent all his free moments, which constituted most of the year, reading novels of chivalry with such passionate enjoyment that he forgot about hunting and even about the running of his household. His obsession and foolishness became such that he had to sell off many acres of land to pay for the books. He acquired all that he could, although his favorites were those by Feliciano de Silva, because the clarity of his prose style and his intricate sentences seemed to him incomparable, especially in amatory outpourings and challenges, where you would often find things like,
"The reason for the unreason with which you assail this reason so weakens all reason that with reason I complain. About your beauty."
Such reasonings gradually drove the poor gentleman out of his wits, and he stayed up till all hours trying to understand them and unravel their meaning, though Aristotle himself would never have disentangled or understood them.
"The lofty heavens that with their stars divinely fortify your divinity, and render you deserving of the desert which your majesty deserves so deservedly."
Finally, his reason quite gone, he had the oddest idea ever entertained by a madman. He decided to become a knight-errant himself and travel the world with his weapons and horse in search of adventures to put right every kind of wrong, placing himself in situations and dangers by the overcoming of which he should gain eternal renown and fame. And the first thing he did was to polish up the arms that had belonged to his forebears, arms which, covered in rust and dirt, had long lain forgotten in a corner. Next, he spent 4 days working out what designation to give his nag, deeming it improper that the steed of such a famous knight should go unnamed. Finally, he called him Rocinante, an appellation that seemed to him dignified, sonorous, and significant. Having given a name to his mount, he began to think about one for himself, and these deliberations took him another 8 days. Finally, he settled on Don Quixote. He then realized that the only thing missing was to find a lady with whom to fall in love, because a knight-errant without love is like a tree without leaves or fruit, or a body without a soul. In a nearby village, there was a fine-looking country girl of whom he had been enamored for a while, although naturally she never knew a thing about it. She was called Aldonza Lorenzo, and he now made her mistress of his affections with the title of Dulcinea del Toboso. At this point, Don Quixote approached a neighbor of his, a peasant of good parts, if someone who is poor can be thus described, but not much in the way of brains. He persuaded him so hard and promised him so much that the humble rustic made up his mind to go with him and to be his squire.
"I believe that good luck awaits us, Sancho. And if it proves so, in the twinkling of an eye, you'll make your fortune and be a very rich man."
Oh, I will.
"Believe me, Sancho."
Oh, I believe you, but for me, the most important thing is...
"What's that, friend Sancho?"
Well, to be honest, sir,
"Oh, speak without fear."
the island you promised I would have.
You must know that it was a widespread custom among the knights to make their squires governors of the islands which they conquered, and I shall respect such usage, Sancho. I shall do better, for in the majority of cases, they waited until their squires were old and decrepit before giving them a title. But if you survive, and I survive, it may well be that before long I conquer a kingdom with others attached to it, in which case I will crown you king of one of them. And don't be incredulous, for such things happen to the said knights errant, and in ways never seen nor imagined, that I might well be able to give you even more than I am now promising.
Whoa!
There were some knights, like the celebrated Amadis
I'm
of
going to
Gaul,
have to jump
who
first.
gave their squires the title of count.
Jump!
While
Come on,
others
animal,
made
jump!
Marquis
Jump
of
for the
mere
love
valley,
of
or
God.
something even
He
smaller.
calls himself a donkey, but he won't jump the ditch. That's the way the saying goes. But mine's different. Come on, jump.
Pay attention, Sancho. I'll be much more generous than all of them put together. Do you see those magnificent fields? Who knows? Perhaps in a few days they'll be yours.
I don't like the look of them, master. I'd rather the island.
After the days of the Round Table, the order of knight-errantry began to grow. Among the famous knights, apart from the valiant Amadis of Gaul, was the fearless Belianis of Greece. I, like the knights I have just mentioned, traveled through these lonely spots to help the weak and the needy.
And all those anisets and golds, did they give islands to their squires?
You will get your island, Sancho. The bad times that await you will be amply rewarded with the lands that you will rule over as a king.
And if by some miracle I become a king, my Teresa would be queen, wouldn't she? And my son's princess.
Why, who could doubt it, Sancho?
I could, because my Teresa would be useless as a queen. Countess would be a lot better. Even then, she'd need help.
God will give her what's best for her. As for you, you must be a sheriff at the very, very least.
Sheriff Sancho with a great big badge. Anyway, you'll give me what I need, I hope. And what I can handle, too. Huh? Come on.
Well said, Sancho. But before beginning to think about islands, we need adventures to give us celebrity and repute, in order that when you arrive at the court of some monarch, you will already be famous for your deeds.
Now, that's talking.
And no sooner pass through the city gates than the crowds will surround you proclaiming, "This is the man who defeated the giant Broccabruno," and others will cheer you from the windows. My lord! Oh! A machine from hell! The monster has kidnapped the princess, but I shall free her, Sancho!
Well, wait, sir. Don't let the devil deceive you. It's only a Vespa.
Stop, you scoundrel!
Oh.
My lady, I will free you from this evil machine. Release the lady you kidnapped immediately!
Who is this lunatic?
Don Quixote de la Mancha, knight-errant and slave of the peerless and fair Dulcinea!
You're in my way. Just get out of there.
Why, this object has enchanted
Get out
you!
of the way. You hear?
You're under an evil spell!
Enough of that.
Oh, I'll run you through!
I wish you'd stop.
Why, this guy's a mad, crazy old fool.
Oh, I'll kill you for that! How can you treat your liberator
What a
like
mess.
What a nut.
Now promise you'll go to El Toboso and inform my Dulcinea.
Imbecile!
I'll run you through! I'll run you through, you
Sir,
beast!
sir, look, this is not a joke any longer. Move, will you?
But you are free now.
If I'm free, then you're coming with me. And you'll stay over
What
there
is
till
this?
I've
What
gone
is
past.
this?
Be careful,
Over
my
there,
lord.
you
You
old
poor
madman.
child! You've been completely bewitched, you poor thing!
Move, you old
Let me
man.
go, Morgana!
Goodbye, you
Let me
crazy
go,
nut.
you devil!
Now. Good riddance, you old fool. And get stuck.
What a beginning.
Sorrows are made for beasts, but not for men. When men get to feeling them too much, they become beasts. Your worship ought to show a little of that good old gallant spirit that bold knights errant are supposed to have. Your worship ought to pull yourself together and wake up and brace up and stand up and cheer up. No? No.
I have decided to make a sacred vow.
Oh, good. What is it?
I swear to my creator to emulate the life of the great Marquis of Mantua. He who renounced women and sustenance. I vow to use his life as my example. I will not bend one iota in celibacy or in the way of sustenance.
This Marquis must have drunk a lot.
I shall keep this vow, do you hear?
No, I'm glad.
I shall do without food until I manage at last to be worthy of Dulcinea.
Well, you'd better stop these vows. They're bad for our health.
I shall do without food, and you.
Not me.
And you, Sancho, you are to do without talking.
You're taking a vow that I'm supposed to keep quiet?
Silence, Brother Sancho.
O flower of knight-errantry, O resplendent champion of the profession of arms, may the all-powerful God will that persons who hinder and meddle with your exploits be frustrated in their deepest desires. O Don Quixote de la Mancha, light and mirror of the knights of Castile, the first who in our epoch, and in these times of calamity, took upon himself the burden of exercising knight-errantry and undoing wrongs.
Hey! Shh! Yates. Shut up, animal. If I have to, so do you. Just shut up. If only we knew where we were going. What a day. I'm getting tired of this gibberish. Shh! I'm only talking to my ass, to the flowers. Not to you, hell. No, Lord. If I only knew where we were going. Damn it!
Huh?
Shh! Come on. You could have warned me, couldn't you?
All right, I lift your penance. You shall see, Sancho, when history illuminates the portentous deeds which you and I are about to perform so courageously.
What about food?
Spiritual sustenance,
Ah,
far
damn.
and wide in the golden age, will the story be told of our heroic deeds worthy of being cut in letters of bronze.
Wouldn't you do better to cut your penance?
O learned magician, whom destiny will appoint chronicler of this
Now.
rare history, I beg you.
Rare indeed.
Not to overlook either
Move
Rocinante
yourself.
or Sancho, although you are more accustomed to greater names.
Don't forget our empty stomachs either.
O lovely Dulcinea del Toboso, whose good fortune it was to have a knight kneeling before you.
It's me who's on his knees.
A knight thirsty for love,
And Sancho's thirsty for wine.
imploring on his knees.
I'd love a little cheese.
Oh, happy the
Happy the what?
happy the era, the age.
Happy for a pork sausage.
Happy the age that saw the birth of Don Quixote de la Mancha, slave to the peerless Dulcinea.
Christ, he's fallen on his head. Hey, Don Quixote! Don Quixote!
Oh, lady of such beauty, who gives strength and vigor to my flagging spirits. Sweet tyrant, now is the time to look kindly from your eminence upon this knight in thraldom, who for your beauty's sake is engaged in such mighty adventures and lays his soul at your feet.
Nah, I don't understand the goddamn word.
You don't? Why, it's quite easy. What it means is that your master's fast will go on.
What crap?
You must not think that this is a mere piece of whimsy to gain recognition. No, no. Periods of abstinence help us to concentrate. Our meditations become better in time.
Nah.
Our minds and our souls are at peace. A world of total freedom from all earthly difficulties.
Fucking Lance.
I warn you about your language.
Your worship, my tummy is in pain.
Thinking about food again, Sancho?
Yeah, a big fat stew to be precise. And I wonder where I'll find it.
Right here.
Where? On a hilltop.
Where the spirit is uplifted.
Yeah, my belly sinks.
Sack of evil.
An empty sack, more likely.
Where only the eagles break the lonely solitude.
Yeah.
To witness my despair.
Your hunger, too, no doubt. Look, you do your penance, and I'll see to filling the saddlebags. Not another word.
You may do as you wish, animal of little soul and insatiable belly.
I will. And you can stay here and eat mud if you feel the pinch.
Go, miserable creature.
Insult me if you want, but I'll go just the same.
Leaving Don Quixote to gorge on lofty thoughts alone, Sancho set off in search of grub. And he found it.
Doesn't the smell give you an appetite? Oh, it's delicious.
Let me tell you, Sancho, that knights errant pride themselves on not eating for as long as a month.
Ah, well, anyway, nobody is watching, Your Grace. Join me, huh?
Stop talking and eat, Sancho.
Okay, I will. You really don't want any?
No.
Shame. Come on, sir.
Do not tempt me, you devil.
Are you quite sure that you don't want even a bite, Your Honor? Oh, it's wonderful. Oh, come on now. Just a little piece of wing? I'll bring it to you. It won't break your fast. No. Hey, come on. Now eat it, Sir Don Quixote. Try this little wing. Every even nights I have to eat once in a while. Don't you think so? Of course you do. Go on now. Huh? Go on. Now, stop your pretending. Come on, sir. You just eat away. You really need it. You're nothing but skin and bones. Yeah. It's good, huh?
Yes, Sancho, it's glorious, but I mustn't.
Is that all? There's more for me. That's great. Look, I really enjoy eating like this, you know? No putting on airs or social graces and without all that chewing slowly and drinking a little at a time. Now, I am sure you understand. You know, doing things you can only do when nobody's there. Hey, Your Grace. Hey, won't you try it now? Just a little more, huh? Come on, greedy guts. Take the whole thing. Yeah.
You're the devil, Sancho. It's delicious, it really is.
Hey, sir, look, you can have all this too, huh?
Just this.
Yeah. Yes.
Little did the good Sancho imagine that adventures were about to happen that would play havoc with his digestive processes.
Oh, God, it's hot. Dear me. Don't start giving me trouble.
Come along, Sancho. It's a long way.
Yes, off we go. Dear me. With bread and wine you travel fine, they say. But clearly chicken upsets the balance and ruins the digestion.
You should have fasted like me.
Listen, donkey, if you don't watch it, you're going to get a good punch. Do you hear that? Move.
My weapons! Sancho, do you see that cloud of dust? It's a huge army.
2 armies, you mean? Here are 2 clouds.
Generations in the future will remember this day. Don Quixote will give absolutely no quarter to those who dare challenge him. Sancho, listen, the noise is deafening. That army is led by the bravest of men, Laura Calco, and the other by the fearsome Micocolembo for Dulcinea!
Can't you see that they're only lambs?
For Dulcinea! For Dulcinea!
I don't know it's going to get out there. What's that guy? Hey, get the hell out of there, you bugger!
Stand back!
Fire! Go back!
Tremble, you accursed breed!
Get out of there! You blackguard!
Cowards!
Try to take it in! Pass off! Goddamn nut! Away! Get away, you bastard! Go down and get this dog!
No, Laura Calco is the one who betrayed me.
But didn't you realize they're only sheep, sir? Here, come on. There we are.
This is because the club used to wallop you as long and caught you all the way down and back, lift where the achy parts are located, and caught you all the way down the back where those aching parts are located.
Oh, is that it? Well, what if the stick had gone further down?
Then it would ache you a great deal more than it's aching you now.
That takes a load off my mind. Is the cause of my pain such a mystery that it's necessary to explain to me that I ache wherever the club reached me?
Those who attacked us were not gentlemen. One thing you must understand, brother Sancho.
But to tell me I'm sore because they beat me isn't much of a
You
discovery.
must not think simply because we were beaten to a pulp that any affront has been offered us.
Because my ankles hurt.
Until you have been dubbed a knight, you are not allowed to aid me. And I warn you, Sancho, even though you see me in the gravest difficulties, you are not to defend me.
Sir, your grace will be very well obeyed in this.
You must restrain
Sir,
your
I
natural
will observe
impulse.
this precept just as I would
But
the
I was
Sabbath.
wrong to try to fight men who are not my equal.
Hereafter, when a rabble offers you some insult, do not wait for me to draw my sword. It is for you to chastise the underlings to your heart's content. Under no circumstances will I draw any sword against anybody. I can put up with insults because I'm used to them, I know. In you.
Go. Well, I will admit, Sancho, that my own experience has taught me that my flesh is tender. I wish you'd take a look into my mouth.
Look in your mouth. All right. Open it up there. Wider.
Here.
How many grinders did Grace have on this side before? Four. Mind what you're saying, Your Grace.
4, if not 5. I've scarcely lost a tooth in all my life.
Wider. Slower, Joy. Your Grace has more than 2 grinders and a half. Upper jaw? Not at all.
Huh?
It's as smooth as the palm of your hand.
I'd rather they robbed me of an arm, so long as it was not my sword arm, my strong right arm.
Oh, Your Grace, where are you going now?
To keep an appointment with my destiny.
Oh. An appointment, you mean, with Dulcie?
She shall see at last the metal of a knight whose heart is hers. I shall do such
You're
deeds.
a lady, Your Grace, right now. There are a lot of people looking for us, including
I
the
will
police.
perform a deed which shall be written down in the book of fame for all the centuries to come.
Oh, sir, right now it'd be better for Your Grace to hide yourself.
Hide?
Meditate in solitude.
Fortunate are you indeed to be able to accompany me in this return to the golden age of wisdom, of honor, and of chivalry, Sancho. Fortunate to witness how in my person is renewed the profession of knight-errantry. Fortunate, too, to be granted the privilege of contemplating the beauty of such splendid cities as Munchen, cradle of the Dukes of Abrantes, and Almagro, walled city of illustrious history. Scarcely had rubicund Apollo stretched across the face of the broad and spacious earth the golden strands of his gorgeous locks, and scarcely had the little songbird saluted the coming of dawn when the famous knight, the great, the renowned knight, Don Quixote de la Mancha, abandoning the ease-inducing plumes of his couch, mounted his equally famous horse, Rocinante, and began to cross the ancient and celebrated plain of Montiel. Thus will read one day, Sancho, beyond a doubt, the pages narrating my adventures that a learned pen will render famous. And they will also tell of tranquil moments such as this, when the hero contemplates the historical walls of Calatrava and of Almagro.
Your Grace, there won't be much of an island for me to rule in these wastes.
Relinquish all concern, for even were the island lacking, there is always the kingdom of Denmark or Sobradicia, which will fit you like a glove. But let's abandon these considerations and find a castle where we can stay, like that one there, for example. I'm well acquainted with the keeper, and I know he will receive us well.
I hear you say a castle?
A castle it is, Sancho, and not one of the worst. Truly are you called happy, O beautiful Dulcinea, for having enslaved a knight of such repute and renown? You're not asleep, are you, Sancho?
I wish I was asleep. Something must have happened during the night, because I'm as sure as if I'd been given a beating, as if 1,000 devils had worked me over and pushed me around with their snouts. Since I've been with you, I have not been able to sleep a wink before I'd begin to snore peacefully the moment I lay down.
It shouldn't surprise you, since I'm certain this castle is bewitched.
Oh, yeah, I'm sure that it is witched. Witched that it doesn't even look like a castle. It's a barn with straw, which is full of fleas.
During the night, I had a strange adventure.
Yeah, the really strange thing would have been not to have one, since with you, not even sleeping is normal.
Oh, Sancho, have I done so many awful things to you that you reject me?
No, Master, what I think is that you have too much imagination in that head of yours.
You don't believe in magic, do you?
The truth is, no.
And you're not superstitious either.
No. Not either, though I prefer not to tempt the devil. I don't know what fiesta's on in the next village, but they began with the bells and now it's the drums that have started. Does your Grace think it's a wedding or a funeral? Yeah, in the long run, it's the same thing. Senor, what's going on?
By Beelzebub, look at those wretches, Sancho, with their faces disguised by masks, pulling their victims along in chains, indifferent to the sorrows of mothers or wives. Those poor women looking on in tears. I am ashamed that they are men of arms. Oh, this time it is certain that I will need all of the prowess that I possess if I am to overcome the enemy today. Now you will see how important it is to have those who follow the profession of knight-errantry, Sancho.
Sir, this is a procession of the holy penitentes.
Procession, you say? Listen to the moans of the unfortunate wounded, of the barefoot prisoners and chained crossbearers, while the proud scum march along unaffected, converting hardship into spectacle. Now watch how I shall set at liberty the noble lady who goes there captive. I must go into the battle before it is too late to rescue her.
Senor Don Quixote, what evil spirits spur you on against our Catholic faith? Can't you see that this is a holy procession of penitents? Can't you see that that lady is...
Stop, whoever you are! I, Don Quixote, order it. Stop, ferocious beings! instant, I say stop!
Why are you going against our faith?
You alone are responsible for this outrage, I am certain! Stand your ground, rogues! Account for your crime!
Who's that shouting?
Have you no heart? Stop this instant! You won't, eh?
What's going on?
He's a madman.
Can't you hear me, accursed beings?
Your Grace, come back! Come back, please!
Stop that lunatic!
Leave me out of there! We'll kill him!
For Dulcinea! For the beautiful Dulcinea! Scoundrels!
Dulcinea. Dulcinea del Toboso.
Dulcinea. Oh, love beat him with his whip, not with his soft thong. And once stung, the damage was done.
Sir?
Here lamented Don Quixote the absence of his Dulcinea del Toboso.
Never mind. These evil arts shall not prevail against my lady Dulcinea del Toboso. I shall protect her with my strong right arm.
Dulcinea, what?
Even you, Brother Sancho, owe your debt to that peerless lady Dulcinea. Who do you think it was won that island for you?
My island.
I made you governor of it and gave you the noble title of Marquis.
Made me a what? When did all this happen?
Well, it practically happened indeed. I regard all this as settled and accomplished, Sancho. And who's responsible? Who? Dulcinea. Aye, for she fights and conquers in my person, and I live and breathe and have my life and being in her person. Do you deny
The
it?
truth is, sir, I've never seen the lady.
Never seen her. Blasphemous traitor, base lout. Do you not know, clodhopper, drudge, scoundrel, that were it not for the strength she infuses into my arm, I should not have the strength to kill or...
Rather, I've never really had a good look at her.
I have righted wrongs, punished insolence. I have beaten giants, and I have crushed huge monsters. I am in love. Not least because knights errant have an obligation to be so, and being so, I am not one of your sensual lovers, but of the platonic continent variety. That way. We shall go that way, my good Sancho.
Oh, no, not that way.
To El Toboso.
I'm sorry, Your Grace. I really am. But when you speak about a Dulcinea who lives in El Toboso, I just can't place her. And I have relatives there. They ought to know her. That's for sure.
Some people know her as Aldonza Lorenzo.
Oh, her, the daughter of Lorenzo Contrelo and Aldonza Nogueles. Why,
She
sure, I
deserves
know
to be
her. all
queen
right.
of the entire universe.
Oh, she's tough as nails. And she's capable of pulling any knight errant out of the mud.
Watch that. Mind your language and don't exaggerate.
I also know that her breath smells like onions, and I've gotten many a whiff of her. But all her kind smell like that.
You're wrong. Her breath smells of ambrosia.
Onions apart, the best thing about her is that she is no prude. That she laughs at everything, turns everything into a joke. No, listen, aren't we going to stop? This heat's killing me. Huh. Look, sir, when do I get that island I want for fighting those Ku Klux guys?
May God curse you, Sancho, and may 60,000 blue devils carry you off. And all your proverbs with you.
God's name, master, aren't you complaining over very little? Why should you be cross with me if I make use of my own property?
That is, of course, until you make me governor of that island.
Tell me, have you ever seen a knight more valiant anywhere on this known earth? Moreover, where have you read that a knight was placed in the hands of justice, no matter how many homicides he committed?
Starving me to death is homicide.
And have you read of anyone with more dexterity than I in wielding arms?
The truth is, I haven't read any stories at all, sir, because I can't read or write.
Your ignorance excuses you in part. All you can do is place your full trust in such a high-born knight.
High-born, yes, if you like. Ay. I would say that Knight of the Mournful Countenance would be more like it.
The learned man whose task it no doubt is to relate my deeds must have felt that it would be correct for me to adopt a by-name, like the knights of old. Names such as the Knight of the Unicorn, or the Knight of the Maidens, or the Knight of the Phoenix, by which splendid designations they were known throughout the world. I believe that the learned man in question must have put into your mouth and mine, Sancho, the name you have given me of the Knight of the Mournful Countenance, which I intend to use henceforth. Indeed, in order that it become me all the more, I intend to have painted on my shield an extremely sad face.
Oh, my lady Dulcinea, supreme treasure of grace, depository of virtue, in short, the ideal of all that is delectable in this world. Where art thou? O moon, give me some word of her. Are you asleep, friend Sancho?
How in the world do you expect me to shut my eyes, even much less sleep, when all you do is ask if I'm sleeping? Why don't you lie down a bit, sir?
Sancho, am I by chance one of those knights who takes repose amidst dangers? Sleep, if you will, brother Sancho.
No,
Go on then and sleep.
I think heaven's way of punishing squires must be to have them bitten by fleas and bed bugs and attacked with hunger. Well, let's get as good a sleep as is left us till God sends the dawn.
It may be that thou lookest upon her even now as she paces some gallery of a sumptuous palace. Or leaning from some balcony, she considers how, without detriment to her modesty, she may assuage the torment that this grieving heart's enduring for her sake.
Come along, Sancho, don't lag behind. It's time to punish iniquities to soften the heart of the ungrateful Dulcinea.
And where are we going to find these iniquities? Here, there?
Why, any spot is good for adventure.
But this fine lady of yours, your grace, either she's not a lady or she's not an Aldonza.
Stop it, Sancho. I will not permit you to repeat the crude lies of the envious.
If she were so important, we would know about her.
Envy, Sancho, is the root of infinite evil and the canker of virtue. All vices have their delights, but envy brings only trouble, malevolence, and hatred. Her name is Dulcinea, her homeland El Toboso, her rank that of princess at the very least, since she is my queen and lady. Her beauty is superhuman, her hair of gold, her forehead Elysian fields, her eyebrows rainbows, her eyes sun, her cheeks roses, her lips pieces of coral, pearls her teeth, ivory her hands, and her whiteness snow.
Sure, if you say so.
Don't you understand, Sancho? Good fortune has guided our steps as we desired.
I'm not quite with you, I'm afraid. When I say fortune, it's one, having a little cash put away, and second, staying out of all sorts of difficulties and hassles. That's my philosophy.
There they are, Sancho. 30 or more tremendous giants with whom I intend to engage in battle.
What giants, sir? But those are only windmills.
You are so ignorant.
Well, I may be ignorant, but you're crazy. They're windmills. What look like arms are only their blades.
It's them, all right. I know them well.
Senor, now listen, your grace. First of all, they're windmills and nothing else. You see giants because you're off your rocker, and let me warn you that in case of trouble, you can't depend on me to help you out.
Oh, Briareo. It's him.
If you carry on like this, I'll just leave you. And if I don't get an island, so what? I don't give a damn about that. No, I would rather Sancho with no property than property with no Sancho.
I haven't asked you to take part in the battle. Observe my heroism from afar. Do not flee, vile animals. Only one knight will do combat with you.
Just what I said, in trouble again.
Tremble, you cowards! No matter how much you menace me with your arms, you shall pay for it. The knight of the mournful countenance, in the name of his beloved Dulcinea, will soon lay you low, you rogues. Back, vile scum, and surrender to the superior strength of my arm. Surrender! Can't you see it's the only way? Surrender to Don Quixote de la Mancha! Defend yourselves or surrender your freedom! I'll make you taste my noble steel. To battle, you murderous Cyclops! To battle! Defend yourselves and die! Oh! Oh!
He's changed them into windmills. Well, slaughter is worth more than good men's prayers, as the saying goes, and whoever goes looking for danger will perish by it. Every moment that we tarry, we cheat the world. Every moment that we dally, we're depriving the helpless and needy ones of our assistance. Heaven has not created, nor hell seen anyone who can make a coward of Don Quixote de la Mancha. God's will be done, said Sancho. Your Grace ought to straighten himself up a bit in the saddle. Your Grace seems to be slipping down on one side. I do not speak of my sufferings. It is because a knight errant is not permitted to speak of any wound or woe. I hope that rule doesn't apply to squires. I warn your Grace that the least little thing that ails me, I'm going to complain about it.
And I'd like to begin by pointing out to my master that it's high time we both had something to eat.
I myself am in need of food, but as my squire, Sancho, you may eat whenever you choose.
Eat what? That makes no difference to me.
Thanks a lot.
Come along, my good Sancho.
The truth is, your worship, that I am amazed by your energy. Oh, more by your staying power.
You're surprised at my resilience. If I had the balsam of Fierbras, you would see wonders.
The balsam of Fierbras. Now, what the hell is that? Oh, he's beyond me.
But why try to understand him, Sancho? Just follow him like the rest of us.
I have the prescription for the balsam, and with it, you need not fear death or worry about dying of any wound whatsoever.
If that's really so, give me the prescription instead of the island. Push off. Scram. Get out of here. Scat. Oh.
Leave him. When they bark, it means we're on our way.
On our way, huh? To where? Hey, not so fast. My nag isn't a racehorse. Hey, Don Quixote, wait. I'd rather you were one of those knights who stand around at court doing nothing.
Not all knights can be courtiers, nor should all courtiers be knights errant. And although we are all gentlemen, there is a great difference between one and the other. Sovereign and peerless lady, sweetest Dulcinea del Toboso, if your loveliness despise me, if your valor fail to sustain me, although I be ever so long suffering, only with difficulty shall I be able to continue in straits not only dire, but unduly protracted.
This is to the Lady Dulcinea, Sancho. A letter. You must bear in mind, Sancho, that love is like death.
Oh, yes, sir.
For love, like death, assails without discrimination the lofty palace or the humble hut.
You know something, Your Grace?
Yes.
Look at Your Grace over from head to foot. I can't see why anybody'd fall in love with you.
Oh, sweetest Dulcinea del Toboso, if thy beauty despise me, if thy great worth be not for me, even inured as I am to suffering, I hardly shall sustain this affliction. Thine for all time, the night of the mournful countenance.
By the life of my father, that's the most high-flown thing I've ever listened to. Why, damn me, Your Grace is the very devil himself.
The author of this work remarks that he'd prefer to pass over the following events in silence. as he fears he will not be believed. But nevertheless, the author says that he's recorded everything, just as it happened.
And he's right, too. For as the saying goes, while the truth may run thin, it never breaks, but always rises above falsehood like oil does above water.
Thank you, Sancho.
Not at all.
This history then goes on to state that after Don Quixote ordered Sancho not to return to him till he should first have spoken to the lady Dulcinea, and begged her to be pleased to grant the knight at least a glimpse of her, the squire promised to bring back as fair a reply to this as he could manage.
But meanwhile, my master, cheer up that little heart of yours, for right now you must have one no bigger than a hazelnut.
Remember what they say. A stout heart breaks bad luck, and when you least expect it, the hair leaps out. Go, my son, and do not let yourself be denied the sun of that beauty which you go to seek.
With this, he turned his back on his master, and we too shall leave Quixote there, full of sad and troubled thoughts. We accompanied the squire. As soon as he was out of sight, Sancho began talking to himself as follows. Now, look here, Brother Sancho. Suppose you tell us, Brother Sancho, just where you're going, Brother Sancho. To hunt for a princess, nothing less, the son of beauty and heaven combined. Who sent you on this mission? The famous knight Don Quixote, who rights wrongs and guards the innocent with his strong right arm. And do you know where the house is by any chance? Don Quixote says it'll be a royal palace, a proud castle. Fine, but will you know her? Neither one of yous ever laid eyes on her. No, we wouldn't know her if we saw her. How would we know if we even met the lady? What if everyone here thinks we're luring their princesses and disturbing their ladies? Yeah. We're both in a bit of a fix, I would say.
Hey, Don Pablo! We need a drink! I'm sick of all this fucking dust! You're not sick of this fucking
Well, seeing he's so moonstruck, he takes windmills for giants and flocks of sheep for armies. Would it be so hard to make him think that some farm girl was his Dulcinea? One like her.
You lot, back to work. Go on! Go on!
Yeah, why not? And if he doesn't believe it, I'll swear to it. And if he swears it isn't, I'll swear right back at him.
What is it then, Sancho? Will I be able to mark today's stones in white or black?
Well, actually, I brought you 3 stones. Look, and the pretty ones, too.
No, do not seek to alleviate my sorrow.
I brought you a princess with her 3 servant girls, sir.
But these are 3 farm girls, Sancho.
Farm girl?
Like the big one and the little one.
Where's my lady, our damsels?
Your Grace's eyes in the back of your head?
Open up those eyes of yours, and do reverence to the lady of your affection. Oh, princess and universal lady. Oh, Delta Boss, how can your heart fail to melt in front of one who is the very pillar and support of knight errantry?
What's that crazy nut talking about, huh?
This must be another one of those enchantments, sir. The magicians who got it in for you made you see her. Like a peasant and not a princess. It's hopeless.
I shall procure a sword so skillfully forged that no spell will be able to bind me. But I do need an adventure successfully concluded to win me fame.
Wait, I'll follow you, but where are we going anyhow?
South.
Why south? The only bullfighters and commercial travelers down there.
Do not question my decision.
I was only asking. By the way, weren't we going that way? No. Come on. Come on. No one can make you out, sir. Mark my words. Of course, there's many an hour between now and tomorrow. And in a moment, plof, the house falls down. I've seen sun and rain at the same time.
When are you going to stop, Sancho? When are you going to stop rattling off proverbs? Why, the very devil gets into you when you do.
My master's crazy mad. Everything he does is proof of it, and I'm as mad as he is since I'm here following him all over the place and serving him. If the sayings are true, tell me who's your friend, and I'll tell you who you are. And it's not where you're born, but where you eat. Then it's clear that I am a madman, too.
Sancho, to protect the innocent is my knightly duty because
No.
the spirit
Lord,
of
there
knight
he goes
errantry is
again.
still alive. 3
Where
centuries
is he
ago,
going?
they
Where's my
said that the
master?
profession
Where
of
is
knight
he?
errantry was out of fashion. But knight errantry is the only hope for the future. Do you know the words that figure on all of our pennants? Women and children first. There can be no doubt that this art is superior to all others, and the more to be esteemed, the more danger it is subject to.
Well, my view is that every man should look after himself.
Women and children first.
Let every man look after himself. That is what I say. Not to be trying to make that white is black and black is white, for everyone is just as good as the good God made him. And a lot of times a great deal worse, I'd say. I'd like to see the one who started this knight errantry business burned to ashes. I've done a lot better by going home and staying there.
If you're so anxious to go, God
Instead of
forbid
trying
I
to
should stop you
grace
from going.
Along roads that lead nowhere. Highways and byways that aren't good enough to suit the name. With little to eat or drink. And as for sleeping, pace off a few feet, squire, and stretch out to your heart's content.
And as for wages, reckon up what your wages should be, and then pay yourself out of them. Pay myself, if you will. Pay myself what? Take all my money. More obedient, more diligent, and above all, not so talkative. And Grace knows very well that a squire to a knight errant does more work than a farmer's help. Most of the time I slept on the hard earth under the open sky. Kept myself alive on some crusts of bread. Bread ungratefully received. So you're leaving me? You're leaving me now, just when I was going to make you the governor of the best island in the world. An ass you are, and an ass you'll beat your dying day. For I think the day will come before you ever realize it, that you are a stupid beast. That's true. I grant you that all I like is a tail, and I'd be an ass, as you say. And if your grace wants to put a tail on me, I'd look upon it as well placed, and would serve your highness as a beast of burden all the days of my life that left me. Your grace. Your grace. Your grace. This that I go on is a grave and perilous adventure. Poor me. Fear not. I will defend you with my strong right arm.
But what if they enchant you, as it often happens these magicians do? Of what use will your strong right arm be to us then?
Brother Sancho, wait for me here 3 days. No longer. If at the end of that time I shall not return, go then to the incomparable Lady Dulcinea and tell her how it was that her true knight has died. Sir, why is your grace? My loyal squire, I was born by heaven's will to revive the golden age, the perils, the great exploits, the valiant deeds.
But, sir, what's it all got us? Black eyes and broken teeth, that's all. Oh, sir, go away from here. Your grace must very well understand it's not good to fight heaven's will. Soften that hard heart of yours. Remember all the years I've served you, and now, when I just seem near to getting that That island, the cursed island, which your grace so many times has promised me.
I shall return soon, living or dead. I must follow my path in spite of all the world.
The rays of your beauty will enlighten my comprehension and strengthen my poor heart. Take this missive to my beloved.
Another letter, but my master...
Obey me, Sancho, and leave immediately.
All right.
I shall not leave this district, and I shall even climb the highest crags, almost to touch the moon, witness of my misfortune. Now go at once, Sancho.
Yes, all right.
Go quickly to Dulcinea.
Yes, all right, I'm going. Yeah. And while you're performing great deeds, don't forget to eat. Hunger gives more sword thrust than all your invented enemies.
Entertain no worries on my account, for even though I had food, I would consume only the grass and fruit of the meadows and trees. For the subtlety of my endeavor lies in not eating and in subjecting myself to other similar privations in the midst of these hostile wastes.
Sancho sought not so much Dulcinea as a way to pass the time before returning to Don Quixote. He didn't know if he had spent 3, 6, 100 or no days at all in this activity. Such was the novelty of the people he came upon. Don Quixote had given him a vague address, telling him to look in the summer palace at Alcaria. Notwithstanding such imprecisions, and to be true to his word, Sancho inquired as to the whereabouts of Dulcinea in every town he entered, since if he was sure of one thing, it was that he would find her anywhere but in El Toboso, for just because your surname's the same as a place name, it doesn't mean that you're from there. For example, he wasn't from Panza, and his family in El Toboso didn't know any Dulcineas, only Aldonzas.
This is the place, O heavens, in which I choose to lament the hardship which you yourselves have sent. Yes, it is here that my tears will increase the flow of this stream, and my deep sighs will continually move the leaves of these mountainous trees as a sign, as testimony of the anguish which assails my wounded heart that cries out in pain.
And now, while he spins around the hills, I have to search for the so-called Dulcinea. Dead simple.
O rustic gods who dwell in this uninhabitable spot, hear the complaints of this unfortunate lover whom a long absence has driven to such desperate lamenting.
Now, if I don't find her, it's bad, and if I do, it's worse. One slip and some jilted husband beats the daylights out of me.
O Dulcinea of the most exalted beauty!
And he's convinced that she lives in El Toboso.
O dryads that live among these hills, listen to my pleas!
Although he says that I can find her there where there is an umptuous summer palace. Why not here, since for him anything can be a palace? But even if she is at the fiesta, I don't know which one is Dulcinea. Is she one of those, or one of the others, maybe? It's like looking for a needle in a haystack. Suppose it's that one, or perhaps Seaman, that one, or it's that one, or the other one over there. Well, could... No. You know, I'll bet she's a dreadful old hag, like that one over there. It might even be someone he fancied when he was young. Anyway, I gotta look for her.
O solitary dry trees who accompany me in my loneliness, show me by the soft movement of your branches that my presence is not disagreeable to you. And be attentive to the condition of my beloved Dulcinea. Her homeland is El Toboso, her rank that of princess at least, since she is my lady and queen and of the most superhuman beauty. Her hands are of ivory, her whiteness that of snow, and the parts hidden by virtue from the human eye are such that only discreet respect can praise and not compare.
After a search for Dulcinea, as fruitless as it was summary, Sancho made his way to the place indicated by Don Quixote and was staggered not to find him there. Spurred on by impulses proportionate to his obsessive chimera, Don Quixote was moving slowly southward, migrating in obedience to his particular son. Sancho found out some way or another, far, far from believing his master had suffered a mortal accident, he followed his trail.
O princess of my dreams, beloved Dulcinea, tiny creatures of the countryside, listen to the beating of my heart at the very mention of her name. Does love lack knowledge, or is it excessive in its cruelty, or is my unhappiness not commensurate to the occasion that condemns me to the most terrible form of suffering?
Hello, everybody. Have you seen in these parts a very skinny, tall man with a mustache and a beard?
Ah, there's a circus in town. Look there.
No. He's old. He's big with a mustache and beard, only he's a gentleman. Who is he then?
God, he's a pain.
Hey, it's a pointed beard.
Look, we haven't seen anyone like that.
No.
Well, let us work, will you?
You want a stone in your eye?
You creep.
Bye.
Although neither realized it, for quite different reasons, they were both in Andalusia and very close to each other. But they didn't meet up. While there, Sancho earned himself a few bucks, working as an extra in a film.
Silence!
Action.
Move to the right. You're not in the frame. More to the right. More to the right. More to the right.
Cut.
That's it. It's a wrap.
¿Esto qué es? ¿Y esto para qué?
Mirando a mí, yo soy
I've always been fascinated by these lands. And for a long time, I've wanted to reflect the virtues of its people, their vices as well, but particularly their virtues. The personality of Don Quixote and Sancho express both extremes. People have always insisted on seeing Don Quixote as an amusing figure, a man who went mad reading novels of chivalry. But the truth is that he was a gentleman, a genuine gentleman. When you get to know him, you realize he's the most perfect gentleman that has ever existed. Who but he has knocked over giants with a wooden lance and rescued maidens enchanted by infernal beings, corrected injustices and righted wrongs with so much heart and so few means, a skinny mare and a squire for all intents and purposes, dotty. For if Don Quixote is the great myth, Sancho is the great personality. A personality marvelous even in his stupidity. Together, they have survived centuries of obscurity, repression, and tyranny. Together, they express a landscape with which those of us who are sincere feel sorely tempted to identify. A wonderful landscape which, despite being assailed by tourism and development plans, is still alive. Or at least, so it appears to me.
The moon for 2 pesetas. The moon for 2 pesetas. See the moon for 2 pesetas. The secrets of the moon for 2 pesetas.
Say, how about letting me have a little peek?
Not if you don't pay.
No, I can pay like anyone else.
Well, pay then.
How much?
2 pesetas.
Here you are.
Put your eye against the hole.
I know all about these machines like this. Right.
Yeah, of course. Get your eye closer.
Oh,
Stick your eye close up. Closer. This isn't for the cross-eyed, only one eye.
Oh,
Ah, Christ. If you like it, I'll sell it to you. It's yours for 1,000 pesetas.
Oh, Jesus.
This morning, His Excellency General Franco visited the site of the Heloca Reservoir, in which Spanish engineering is proving itself. Accompanied by Don Manuel Fraga, Don Adolfo Suarez, and other provincial authorities, the head of state reviewed the Guard of Honor. At the atoll of Acambuli, the American Navy has carried out maneuvers which demonstrate the technological advances achieved by our sister nation, particularly the new sea-to-air missile.
Missile? What the hell is that?
Sources close to NASA who built the missile pointed out that the totally up-to-date teledirected equipment with which it is fitted puts the U.S. well ahead in the space race. NASA has officially announced that a rocket will soon be sent to the moon. The cameras recorded the moment when the missile hits its target. 100% accuracy is guaranteed. The new missile's tremendous reliability, range, and effectiveness make it the ideal weapon in the case of a possible armed conflict with the Soviet Union. The Sherry Winemakers Association, in a moving ceremony, has awarded the Medal of Honorary Member to the celebrated film director and actor Orson Welles, famous for his interpretation in The Third Man. A well-known local winemaker was chosen to present the award.
To Orson Welles, God bless him and keep him for many years so that he can go on drinking sherry. Here's your medal. It's wonderful that with that funny name, that you're such a true and trusted friend of our country. Plus, you know more than we do about Spanish wine, bullfighting, and flamenco.
With this ceremony, the famous director took his leave of Andalusia, where he had been received with open arms during the shooting of his new film. Words of gratitude from the people of Jerez were pronounced officially by the provincial governor's granddaughter.
Orson Welles is great from the top of his head to the tip of his toes.
Orson Welles will now travel to Pamplona, where he will continue shooting Don Quixote, an adaptation of Cervantes' renowned novel, which relates the hilarious adventures of the famous knight and his squire, Sancho Panza. Bullfighting in the fourth corrida of the fair, the debut of the young...
Hurry up, cross quickly. That's right, you got a fine for parking in a prohibited area.
What do I know about that? I've always parked my car.
Times have changed.
Would you sell me your telescope for 100%?
That's a deal, but take it quickly before I change my mind.
Now, Don Quixote said that the moon would be his witness, so it must know where he is. And now they're sending rockets there. I don't know. I can't see a thing. Well, maybe later on.
More or less at about the same time, Teresa Panza unexpectedly received a letter from Sancho, the only one she'd ever gotten from him. Sancho was lonely without Don Quixote, and feeling an urgent need to talk to someone, opened his heart to his wife.
Here I am, the postman.
Do I have a letter?
Come with me. I got letters for lots of you today.
Maria Gonzalez, a letter from El Ayun.
Nothing for me.
Juana, your husband's written to you again, so don't complain. Teresa Panza, you got a letter. Teresa, a letter for you. Felipe Martinez, here you are.
Oh, thank you. How about me?
They're not allowed to write from prison, you know that. So you kids don't expect anything from your daddy.
Give me Teresa's letter. She's so excited she collapsed.
Here's the clown's letter.
A letter from Sancho?
Dear Teresa and dear children, I hope that when you receive this, you are well like I am, thank God. But though the saying says, when the cat's away, the mice will play, I am not playing at all. I mean that I think of you a lot, especially now that I've lost my master Don Quixote. I know you have to work hard, and that you've had very little money from me since I began serving Don Quixote. But he's an important man, and he's going to make me governor of one of the many islands that he owns, and then I'll buy you the things you deserve. You'll be getting some money I earned making some films, because there's a man who wants to make a film of me and my master. So that means we're going to be famous. Since I let slip our address, the film people might turn up someday, and if they do, grab the fattest guy and don't be put off. Ask him for a few pesetas because they're loaded with money. You can't imagine how many changes there are in the city. They've invented some new gadgets like the radio, but you can see everything that's happening. This letter is being written for me by the parish priest who sends you his regards. That's all for the moment. Goodbye for now, your husband who loves you, Sancho.
Hey, what's that guy doing?
They're going to break him into little pieces.
Looks like Sancho Panza. He's still got a hangover from yesterday.
Que norte, vamos. Hey, you with a hat! Get the hell out of there! They'll kill you!
What's up?
Where the devil did he come from?
What are they waiting for? What's going on? Is there a procession?
No, no, yeah.
Jesus, what animals wild. No.
What's the matter? I just need balls!
Straight up, Bill.
Tengo amigos, está trabajando.
Excuse me, do you know where I can find a box that talks about a night and that you can see things?
Your head, bud.
And there's music too, huh?
Adios.
Excuse me, do you know where I can find a box that gives the news and at the same time you can see and the music? The bag, thank you. I'm looking for a little box, and it talks, this little box, and it goes out, it sings, talks.
Go and ask the musician over there.
Musician?
Yeah.
Over there. Hey, musician, since you know everything, is there a box that talked about a night, a tall guy with a beard, and he's old, you know?
What do you want? I'm playing.
A tall old man with a thin, long, funny-looking
What do
beard.
you
Hey, kids, have you seen a tall old guy with a very long, queer-looking beard?
The tallest ones are up in front.
Up in front. Yeah. Can you help me?
Piss off!
Watch what you say.
in the way.
Lady, you're no lady at all. Hey, friend, have you seen a guy with a very long white beard?
Out of the way, or I'll trample you.
Hold it. There's someone inside there. Have you seen a man with a beard? Listen, no, you wait. Oh,
Push off.
The little
Push off, I said.
You seen a man with a beard?
I'm gonna hit you.
You musicians, aren't you? My master, he's a very tall man. Have you seen a man with a beard who... Hey, you get a good look at things up there. Did you see a guy with a beard, tall? I'm looking for a tall old guy with a straggly beard.
Lots of guys with beards come to the fore.
Yeah, but my man is different. Have any of you seen a man with a beard and a metal chest? You haven't seen a box that gives the news, have you?
What news? You shouldn't drink so much.
Excuse me, I'm looking for a guy with a beard, tall, a white beard. No?
If you mean Santa Claus, wait until December.
The man's a lunatic.
Thank you for your help.
I thought all the nuts were in the bull
He's
ring.
bad.
He should go into the arena.
Da 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 la 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 la. Viva Sevilla.
You work here, don't you?
What's the problem?
You know, there's a box, the news that goes...
What?
I'm looking for my master in the box.
Oh, you mean the Panther Newsfield there?
Excuse me, officer. I'm looking for a box that talks about an old guy. It goes boom, boom.
Keep moving, please.
Thank you. Excuse me, I'm looking for my master. It turns out that they talk about him in a very noisy box.
What? You want more noise? There isn't enough noise already?
Have you seen a box that
I don't know
goes
what you're
a little
talking
news
about.
at the moon, and then you hear bomb?
No, I tell you. Hey, go and ask somebody else.
Excuse me, I'm looking for my master, and they talk about a square box.
Oh, at home I've got a box like that. It's got
No.
cigarettes and plays music.
That's
too.
not it.
Well, why don't you explain yourself then?
Well, it's a little box like this.
A box.
Yeah, forget it. Hey, you look very intelligent. I'm looking for a little dark box, almost black, that goes,
And you can see all the boxes you want at a funeral parlor.
Thanks a lot. That's very, very funny. Excuse me, have you seen a little square box that makes noises?
Leave me alone.
Oh, Pico.
He's not going to gobble you up, you know.
Excuse me, have you seen a very noisy little box that gives you the news and it goes bye, bye? Young man, where can I find a box that talks about the moon?
I haven't got a clue.
Salud.
So then she said, what do you want, fish in your soup?
Good evening. You're foreigners, aren't you?
Hey, man, what do you want?
Yeah, I'm gonna talk to the foreigners out here.
Yes, well, what do you want?
I'm looking for my master.
Your boss, you mean? There's no masters anymore.
Come over here, buddy. Hey.
He's going to help after all. Thank you.
Well, if you want to work in our film, talk to Mr. Wells or his secretary.
That's nice to meet you.
Well, it's too late, I think. Mr. Wells has already cast a perfect person for his picture.
He's fantastic.
Or a crazy guy all worked up about righting wrongs, as he calls them.
Oh, you're talking about Don Quixote.
Could be.
The guy attacked the camera with his lance.
But where is he now?
On the moon.
The moon?
Poor Sancho. He struggled in vain with the instrument that no one had made to fulfill his desires. If he could have aimed it at his own heart, he would have found there the true image of the person he considered his master.
Ja, klar.
Excuse me, have you seen a little black box?
Go yourself, Paul.
A little black box?
Are you daft?
Foreigners.
Was will denn der Kerl?
Was wollt ihr von uns?
These two are even worse. Hopeless. God bless you.
Hey, look, that guy's getting in the giant's way. Watch it, will you?
You beat it, giant.
Drop dead, Buster.
It's him, huh? Not me.
Beat it, you hear me?
Hey! Hey! Hey!
Beat it. You're interrupting us. Can't you see that we're working?
But, no, stop. Wait a minute. Hold on, wait. You got to tell me where my master is.
Your boss is in the store.
But, what store?
The store with all
Hold
the
on.
old junk.
Wait a second.
Keep driving, Tony.
Hey! Hey!
Hey, Senor Sancho! You left this at the inn! The telescope! You left your telescope behind at the inn! Let me through. Watch out! Hey, wait a second, Senor Sancho! Your telescope! Senor Sancho, your telescope! Yeah, the hell with you.
Well, Sancho, my son, I've lately grown accustomed to being spirited through the air with marvelous speed, wrapped in a fiery cloud like some magical chariot, drawn by a hippogriff. But that they now should cage me in an ox cart. Oh, my master. It seems that these good people wish to lead me to believe that there never have been knights errant in the world.
Master, what I think is that they've plotted to carry you off like this out of pure spite.
They also had another purpose.
But, my lord, listen, please. I promise to get you out of here. I will not allow you to stay locked up in there all by yourself. I'll take you back to your house, your grace. No matter what those who locked you up say, you've got to place your trust in me.
That of causing me to waver in my mind. They say I'm mad, Sancho.
Well, sir, whether these people like what I'm going to say to them or not, the fact is that my master is no more enchanted than my mother. Senor Don Quixote has all his senses about him and eats and drinks and takes care of his necessities like the rest of us. Look well to it that God in the other life does not ask you to account for holding Don Quixote a prisoner like that. Yes, and hold you responsible for all the good he might be doing if you'd left him free. And as for my poor master being enchanted, God knows the real truth, so leave it as it is. It's better not to stir it.
Sancho, my poor squire, I can only say that I've relied on your goodness, trusting you never to leave me in good fortune or in bad. By ill luck, it turns out that I'm not able to never you with that island that I promised you.
Sir, the truth is I'm not as anxious to be a governor of an island as I used to be.
If your lordship would only be pleased to give me a little bit of heaven, even if it were only half a square mile, I'd rather have that than all the islands in the world. At least in my will, I've declared that which is to be yours in accordance with my poor means.
What if the scum done to my master, who was always so ready to fight and with such a clear idea?
Sancho, don't you think you're exaggerating, my friend?
I don't know. But he's special, you know? We had such great times together. Okay, so he hadn't any money, and we were always hungry and tired. Still, he's the only gentleman I've ever known in all of my life. They say he's nuts, but nuts are a saint. Maybe it's all the same. I'll get him out of there. Even if he refuses, I will. Shut up, you rat.
All night, Sancho stayed awake, trying to devise means of giving his master back his enthusiasm and his strength. Sensing that possibly Don Quixote was a prisoner merely of his own feeling of failure, he pondered on how to free him from such gloomy thoughts. He invoked the moon, as his master had done so often. And the moon, attentive to his noble desires, gave him a good part of the answer.
Oh, my master, listen to me. I've come to get you out of here.
Sancho, my enemies would never let me escape from this dark dungeon. Never.
But you still got plenty of time and lots of things to see. I've been up in the great big city. I've seen fantastic parades and marvelous inventions.
But there's nothing new under the sun.
Oh, no, sir. There's a little box which you can see and hear everything. And there are rockets that blast off to the moon. Yeah, I really believe it, sir. I saw real explosions.
The moon is dead, Sancho.
The moon? Shall we go there? You and I, together.
You've become a dreamer.
Sir, I've given the guards a little something to make them sleep.
I shall repay you for this by heeding your advice, Sancho. Let us flee.
Sancho got you out. Now we get one of those rockets to the moon, Rocinante, and my nag can accompany us to the moon, sir. And we'll set off in search of those wrongs that your worship likes to right so much. And you know, sir, I've seen through a telescope, and I can tell you there are planes there that you could get lost in, with room to come and go just the way you like it. So, have I freed you or not? And then you complain about your squire.
are you taking me to my village, Sancho?
We'll just stop at your house, pick up a few things, and then we'll be on our way. You can't visit the moon without equipment, Master.
Are you sure it's not a trick to shut me up in my house?
No, just the time to take a quick bath, and off we go.
I don't want to go home. Let me down, traitor. Let me down. You're going to hand me over to those fiends again. You must be the accursed enchanter Akalaus, who has taken on the appearance of my squire. Let me down, you villain.
Come on, Master. I only want you to rest a little, and then off we go to the moon.
Rogue! Scoundrel! You've made a pact with all the magicians who seek my downfall.
Home,
You
sir.
traitor!
You have to rest.
Stop there, accursed giant, and do not mock he who surpasses you in courage. You hear?
Come on.
Sancho. Sancho, where are you?
Now look. I know you, sir. You'll attack 100 armed men, just like a very greedy boy, falling on half a dozen armed men. But there's a time to attack and a time to retreat.
You're much too talkative, Sancho. And all this chatter of yours is merely a waste of time. Ooh.
But only as the best and most loyal squire that ever served knight errant. But, sir, hasn't the time come for us to settle down to a quiet life? It's time to stop this running around from pail to bucket, as the saying goes.
Brother Sancho, what made Julius Caesar to cross the Rubicon? The desire for fame. But we knights, going everywhere in the world, searching for wrongs to right, we must not exceed those limits set by our religion. Confronting giants, it is the sin of pride we kill.
Sir, there's a point I wish your grace would dissolve for me. Resolve is what you mean to say. I mean to say just what I mean to say. Sir, these famous knights you talk about, who are always up and doing, seeing that they're dead, what are they now?
Great deeds confer on man a portion of immortality.
And what are the saints?
The saints in heaven?
Only yesterday, or the day before yesterday, it was only a short while ago, they canonized a little barefoot friar, made him a saint. Well, sir, is it not better to be a humble little barefoot friar than a brave knight errant?
We cannot all be friars. There are many paths by which God takes his own to heaven.
That's what I hear. There are more friars in heaven than there are knights errant.
That is for the reasons. The number of friars is greater than the number of knights, but there are many errant ones.
I was born by the desire of heaven in this Iron Age in order to resurrect in it the age of gold.
Come on,
the
animal.
golden age,
Come on,
as
off.
usually called. I am the one, Sancho, for whom are reserved the dangers, but also the great
wait
exploits,
for me.
the valiant endeavors. I am, and I say it once again, the one destined to resurrect the knights of the Round Table, the 12 peers of France, and the
down
line
from
of
there,
fame.
sir.
He who will obscure the fame enjoyed by all the famous knights errant.
Oh, what you look like. I'll have to fix this up because you look awful. You stay here and I'll be right back.
I have decided, Sancho, that we should visit the peerless Dulcinea at her residence in El Toboso before taking what I can tell you is now going to be a highly dangerous voyage.
But wasn't Dulcinea Alcidon?
Listen, whoever she is, respect her, because she merits being mistress of the entire universe, the supreme princess of the earth. And since I love her, it is enough that I consider Aldonza lovely and virtuous.
Sir, with all due respect, she's ugly.
Are the ladies of other knights any better?
Probably.
You're wrong, Sancho, because you see, for them, their damsels are lovely and virtuous, just as Dulcinea is for me of the highest station.
Sorry, but for me, Aldonza doesn't fit the picture.
You bray like an ass.
Why don't you adorn me as well?
No, I am not a magician.
You are when you talk about Dulcinea.
Dulcinea is beautiful, more than beautiful. She is virtuous, more than virtuous. And if she were not so, Sancho, I imagine that everything I say would be like that, with nothing exaggerated or missing. And I paint her in my imagination, as I desire her in beauty, as in high station. And if this displease the ignorant, it will satisfy the rigorous. Is this really El Toboso?
Oh, yeah, well, yes, master. I came here just to hand over the famous letter. You follow me, sir? No, this way. That's an embankment, not a street. Anyway, these villages are getting so modern, it's easy to lose your way. You'll see. Soon you'll be falling at the feet of your parlous Dulcinea.
We are in El Toboso, you say? I wouldn't want to have gotten it wrong.
No.
Because, as you've seen, all the things that happen to we knights errant seem to be delusions, illusions, and folly, and we are completely topsy-turvy.
I know it only too well, but I'm only an ass, so I can tell that we're on the right track. No, it's this way.
A band of magicians is responsible for all this. They twist and turn all our affairs out of shape.
Sir, don't you think that I'd better see what's going on in there? I have family and friends in the village, and they can tell me whether she's in the palace. You wait here, don't move, right?
I'm dying of impatience, Sancho.
Uncle Sancho! It's Uncle Sancho!
Vamos, hombre. Así se canta.
Where's it going? Stay with us, Sancho.
Well, Montego! Hasta la vista! Where's Manolo and the flute player?
It's Sancho.
Hey, have you seen? It's Sancho, Matilda's son.
Hurry up. The fiesta's beginning.
Hey, listen!
What's up?
Have you seen Don Quixote?
Don what?
Don Quixote, the knight of the mournful countenance. He's got a lance and he's on horseback.
What do you want?
I want Don Quixote. He's my master.
Is he old and ugly?
Yeah.
I haven't seen him.
I'm a squire. My name is Sancho Panza.
How would we know him?
He's thin as a rail.
Oh, the opposite of you, huh?
Yeah, he's got a pointed beard, very tall, with a beaten-up old suit of armor.
Who are you
God
looking
bless
for?
and protect you, sisters. Can you help me? can't seem to find him anywhere.
Hey, look who's here.
I know that guy.
Hey, it's Don Quixote.
Hey, he looks familiar.
Isn't he the one in the books? Yes, Don Camilo.
Don Quixote.
Hey, look at that funny old guy.
We have subjugated the kingdom of Nuguelda.
You won't last long, Saracen pig! Here is a message from the good King James. Tremble, Saracens, tremble!
Hey, look who's here. Hey, move that horse. It seems Don Quixote's here.
Die now!
For King James! Ah! Hey, you're hurting me!
Stand back! Stand back, rogues! Stand back! Saracen devils, stand back! Back, all of you!
Death to the infidel dog!
Mustafa!
Death to King James!
Prepare for a duel!
Hello. Hello. Thank you. Hello. Hello. Thank you. We gotta go now. Wait for me, sir. Shake hands. Thank you. Yes. Thank you, kid. But we really have to go now. It was a wonderful reception. But we have to go now. Wait for me, Don Quixote. Come on. We're famous, Master. Huh? You look like you're filming, but what?
Sancho, this is a very important moment. I don't want to miss it.
Sancho, did you free me from a dungeon just so you could hand me over later on to Satan in the form of these demonic instruments?
Oh, Master, he's just recording our adventures. He's something like a magician.
Fortunate the centuries that lack these hateful instruments, whose inventor, I believe, is in hell. Yes, in hell, paying the price of his diabolical ingenuity. I now must say to you, I regret deeply my choice of the lance and the sword in a world full of misery with no hope. Yes, in other words, although I am frightened by nothing, it is frightening to think that a demonic instrument, a tool of the devil, could cheat me of what should be mine: recognition, fame from the strength of my arm and the edge of my sword, which have not only once, but on so many occasions turned the truth into falsehood, and falsehood into truth. But do not think I hold anything at all against the modern world or progress, such as using rockets that can fly us to that fine temple of poetry, the moon, which you propose that we visit. The evil lies in human beings for wanting to be slaves to such infamous machines. Sancho, time to take our leave. Who knows, on the moon there may still be room for knight errantry. This film was written, produced, and directed by a man whose ashes, in accordance with his last wishes, were scattered on Spanish soil. His name was Orson Welles.